recording. There we go. We're recording. Alright, so what's up, YouTube? I'm Nate.
Felix.
Yeah, Noob's over there, and we have Taker with us once again.
Hey.
We might as well add your YouTube account to like the Synchronization channel or something, since
I'll make a different one for that.
Yeah,
like,
since they're just about always here, except for, well, we've only done 3 episodes, but you were here for the first 2, so.
I'll make a different one for that.
Alright. And
maybe I'll review this too, because it was really good. After I beat it.
What was that, number 1?
Darksiders 2.
Ah, I didn't see the 2 because it was like really dark and crap.
Yeah.
And we're KLess today because, I don't know, he disappeared. Well, he got a job, but then his job sucked, so he quit his job and we don't know where he is now.
He's quitting his job.
Oh yeah, when he gets his first check in. How many buttons does that remote have?
How many buttons do you have?
1, 2, no.
I'm starting to go to my library. I have some of my games on.
You had more than one?
Yep. I have an on button and an even more on button. It makes it even more on than I was in the first place.
I've been selling a lot of them, so I've been beating most of them.
So, we're going to do this without KO. Hopefully with Taker here, we'll have things to say. No. Since, well, Taker seems to know a lot of video game Reddit news and stuff. Not much anime stuff going on today, but... So...
It's like that Afro Samurai live action movie they're making.
I'm actually curious about that.
Yeah, they're serious.
No, I'm actually curious about it.
Oh.
Is it Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, he's actually like deeply involved in the project.
Makes sense.
I'm not surprised.
Better be.
So seeing as we already got into it, yeah, it's time for the news. And as Taker just said, live action Afro Samurai. What do you get from GameStop?
This is just some of my download stuff for Borderlands.
Ah, codes.
Yeah.
Alright, so Taker.
Yep.
Recent video game release stuff, since you're the one that knows everything about that.
Alright, so next month there's not next month, in November there is Epic Mickey 2 coming out, which is like which if you haven't played the first one, it was actually an interesting title. Like it was almost like a Mario style platform, but it had a lot of Zelda style elements to it as well. Then the combat itself was a little different because like the whole paint and thinner thing.
Yeah, I heard that a lot of people just dismiss it just because it was Disney and Mickey and
No, people didn't dismiss it. Like it sold quite a lot, so.
Yeah. So people finally got over that, but at first
yeah.
I hear a lot of people was like, "Oh, it's Disney." Yeah.
Yeah, like the main intrigue behind it was actually like it took Mickey Mouse from the whole squeaky clean thing and back to his more adventurous roots.
Yeah. Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, not even that. Like more when he was just more like he was like climbing mountains and shit like that.
Mount Everest. But yeah, what platforms is it for? Wii U, Wii?
It's for all systems.
Huh? Wasn't the first one Wii only?
Yeah, they decided to release it multi-platform though, because they wanted it HD just so they could make the worlds even more amazing than they were.
Cause I saw, wasn't it you that brought it to the library that one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're playing. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, and then there's like Hitman Absolution's coming out like basically the same day as that. If Hitman like is probably one of the best stealth series around if you like that kind of game. And then like the new one is, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it looks very, very good. Like I like the Hitman series as a whole, but I've never actually been more excited enough to pre-order one. I've actually pre-ordered this one and paid most of it off already.
On a random side note, apparently the executive producer for NBA 2K13 was Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, I knew about that.
I just found that out yesterday when I was looking at the display. I'm like, what? What? That doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, so we got Epic Mickey 2, Hitman Absolution. What else is there?
And they're renewing Killer Instinct.
About time.
Yeah, like the whole no one knows.
What was Killer Instinct again?
It was probably like one of the best fighting games ever created, period. If not the best.
What was the style of play for that one?
It was like Mortal Kombat. It was faster than Street Fighter though, much faster actually.
I don't think I've ever played it.
Yeah, it took the gore and like gruesomeness of Mortal Kombat, but it had like a yeah. But it had like one of the deepest fighting systems around. Period.
How many games were there originally?
3, right, Felix?
Oh, can I see?
Technically 3 games, but like
if you're counting 2 and Gold 3, if you're just counting like actually you can't really count Gold because Gold is basically the 64 version of 2.
Yeah.
So technically only 2.
What systems were they for?
They were
Well, let's see. The first one I think was Super Nintendo. Killer Instinct 2 I think was arcade only. It was, I think it was planned for a Super Nintendo release, but it never came out, so it was only arcade only. And Gold is N64.
Yeah. Now Microsoft has said they're planning on doing something. They'll probably do an HD remake just to see how well the sequel would do. Finally, they probably are gonna do an HD remake of like one of the first games or both of them.
Just to gauge interest in the game.
Oh no, there's enough interest. Probably just to hold people off till they finally announce a third game. Because like back around 2008 or so, Rareware said they were interested in making a new game, but like if they did it, they have to like do something from the ground up.
And then there's Bayonetta 2, which I actually know a little bit about. All I know is that it's apparently a Wii U exclusive. Yeah,
like basically there was a Bayonetta sequel like confirmed a while ago, but Sega decided to drop it, which was stupid in my opinion, because like Sega said they were only going to work on titles that would make them money, and Bayonetta was one of their biggest sellers in the last decade, and people are still buying it today. It was like critically acclaimed and commercially, in one of the most commercially successful games of like 2009 or something. So for Sega to cancel it was just a very, very stupid move.
They canceled because apparently they didn't make the money.
It sold about between 2 to 3 million copies or something.
Yeah. And then Nintendo grabbed it up and
So basically Nintendo saved the game from not being made. Like it might have gotten made, but not for years.
Yeah, Nintendo.
And who knows if there is enough interest for it, like what they did with Resident Evil 4 and Beautiful Joe, it might get releases on other consoles.
But Bayonetta 2 on Wii U just seems weird. Just that game on a Nintendo platform just throws me off.
It's not anymore because like the Wii U itself is getting a lot of third-party support.
Yeah, I heard they're getting a lot of hardcore games out of them crap.
Yeah, like EA is backing them big time. Ubisoft's backing them. Platinum Games, they're already working on another title besides Bayonetta 2.
I'm guessing they learned from the mistakes of the Wii being basically a party system.
Yeah,
party game system.
It's still gonna have stuff like that, but like basically,
it's gonna treat the hardcore gamer a little bit more seriously.
Yeah, and like they have actually confirmed that controller feels as good, just as good as playing as this. Play with a regular 360 controller.
So the people who go like it's uncomfortable are stupid.
Yeah. Then even if you don't want to play as that, they have controllers that look just like
they have the Pro controller. So, but yeah. Because I heard a lot of people going like, oh, this controller is too big and clunky. It feels uncomfortable in my hand.
Yeah, Dreamcast controller.
Dreamcast, hell yeah, that was way too big. That was like an old school Xbox controller and then some.
Oh, God.
And that was already uncomfortable to hold.
But yeah, like big companies like Ubisoft and EA are backing the system big time. Like they already have Rayman Legends as a launch title.
Isn't that the sequel or something to Origins?
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to see how that pans out.
Rayman Legends. What? Anything else?
The Wonderful 101 is supposed to come out within launch window, which is another game by Platinum Studios. It's like you have to like combine a bunch of tiny little superheroes together and stuff.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it called like P101 before?
Yeah, that was just a working title.
So what's it called now?
The Wonderful 100.
Oh, Wonderful 100.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I saw the game they talked about it at E3. I'm like, this looks interesting.
It looks almost like a Katamari meets Bayonetta, sort of, actually.
Yeah, he said that.
Interesting combination.
He said that in episode 1 when we were talking about E3. I remember that. I'm like, this looks interesting.
Yeah, like then Ubisoft has a zombie title coming out as well.
Oh dear.
Any details?
It's called Zombie U. I haven't paid much attention to the game, but apparently it's gathering a lot of buzz. Just because Ubisoft was actually a big backer for the Wii, so like with games like Rayman Origin, Rayman Raven Rabbids, and No More Heroes, so like the fact that they're willing to back Nintendo again is just saying something.
Speaking of No More Heroes, is there ever going to be?
No More Heroes. No More Heroes is already in development for the Wii U as well. Okay. Nobody knows when it's coming out though.
Any news on the new Smash Brothers?
2013, late 2013.
Assuming the minds weren't right and we're all gonna die at the end of this year.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a zombie apocalypse because I know it won't be successful. It'll be too funny. Especially considering it'll be right in the smack dab.
Yeah,
in the
like
middle of winter.
basically the dude who I'm gonna make Smash Brothers Sakurai, he said how long it will take it all depends on Nintendo. If they gave him a big team, it wouldn't take as long. If they gave him if they kept him giving him the same small team they gave him for Melee and Brawl, it'd take another 5 years.
Yeah, because everyone was like, when is Brawl gonna come out? And the moment Brawl was out, they were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And nowadays they're like,
So Nintendo
Because they haven't made us wait for like 5 years.
So since Nintendo jumped the gun on actually announcing the release of it, announcing the title, they had to give him a big team so he could complete the
Because
game.
otherwise people would complain.
Yeah.
The GameStop is already accepting people to call for the Wii U.
Yeah,
Is it pre-orders or is it just calling you when it's available for pre-order?
No, people can actually pre-order now. Some people have actually already got it paid off.
when is it getting when are they selling them?
November 19th or something like that.
Fuck, I need to get my cash then.
Yeah, because it's between $300 and $400. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, it's $300 for I think it was the
8 gig?
No.
Yeah, that's the basic set. $299 for the basic set, and I think about $350 to $400 for the premium set.
Which is like 64 gigs, right?
Yeah.
32 or something.
And since there's only a $50 difference, might as well go for the 64 gig or whatever it was.
Yeah.
For the premium thing.
It's Taker. If I borrow some money.
I'll get one myself at one point, but I'll wait till I find out when some of the other titles are coming out, because they have a Metroid title confirmed as well.
Ooh.
Well, I'm already a hardcore Nintendo fan, so I seriously want one.
Yeah.
Maybe the sequel to Other M.
But the problem is it's murder because
it might be Metroid Prime 4 actually.
I feel stupid for this, but I've never really been able to get into the whole Metroid series.
Let me guess.
That's not too bad.
Backtracking.
Yeah.
I can't handle backtracking. That game took it to a whole nother level.
Hey, you know what you just went through? Go back through it again. Oh.
Yeah, you remember that small, tiny little crack in the wall? Yeah, now that you got your little rolling bombs, you need to go back to that. I'm like 10 seconds away from finishing the game. Yeah, you need to do that. It's mandatory.
Okay.
Backtracking. It sucks.
I actually never minded it really.
The more you know. Dun, dun, dun.
I heavily mind backtracking because basically it doesn't sour the game, but it makes it stale in a hurry. Because the environments are beautiful usually when it comes to a Metroid Prime game. The second time around, then the third time around, I was like, yeah, that's nice. And then after a while, I was like, I'm tired of seeing this.
I don't like this anymore. So speaking of Metroid, Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, there is another Ninja Gaiden title coming out. I hope they do this one right. The creator of Mega Man is supposed to be behind this one. It's called Ninja Gaiden Z, and you're actually trying to kill Ryu Hayabusa this time with a ninja named Kaiba.
Kaiba.
Yeah, apparently Ryu killed him some time ago. Now he's undead and cybernetic, and he's coming back for revenge. It has a lot of Scorpion. Yeah, and it has a lot of zombie elements to it too.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it's coming out. And it has a whole cell shaded graphic style as well. It's like a spin off the Ninja Gaiden series. And I really hope they do it right, because Ninja Gaiden 3 was just such a huge disappointment.
We will talk about that in discussion topics.
Yeah.
Because even though everyone's already talked about it, why not talk about it again?
Oh.
That's something out.
There's something out. Anything else?
Any other news? Anybody?
I am not accepting donations for the
No
synchronization.
If you donate money to us, we will do playthroughs of Wii U games.
Starring me. And me. And me. And not them.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just as a heads up, all of our Twitter and Tumblr information has changed because I forgot to log in for everything.
Nate. Nate.
Don't worry, I made new stuff.
Nate.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a 5th class in this that I got for free as a download.
What is it?
The Mechromancer.
I'll take that. I like the name immediately.
Yeah, they were actually talking about. Gearbox was actually talking about a way since people like the original character. They were actually talking about ways to bring them back as classes.
Please, let me brick.
Yeah, but like they said, the way they might if they do that, they're gonna have to like do something drastic with their styles. Like so, they're
like, different enough to be different, but
because like the new character's abilities are just so much better than theirs was.
I don't like Berserker though. It makes the whole Berserker thing not berserkery. What is he supposed to rush in recklessly and punch him in the face?
Rush recklessly.
And now all you can do is stand in the back and shoot him in the face. It's not the same.
If you see it, you'll
Yeah, if I see it, but
change your opinion.
It's not as satisfying. There's nothing more satisfying than running up to a rabid dog that opens its mouth by opening its face and then punching it in the open mouth face.
Opening
to death.
Face.
So, since we're just about done with this, as a random point for anyone who still cares about Digimon at all, apparently Digimon Cross Wars, the new season in Japan, has been confirmed by Toei or whoever does it for America, has already copyrighted the name of Digimon Fusion Battles.
Okay.
So apparently we might be getting an English dub of that pretty soon.
Anything else? No? Alright. Next is...
anything, Kicker? Any other news?
I can't really say anything right now. I can't remember. Like,
Dragon Smash!
Yeah.
Dragon Smash.
Was that just something random you said? Or that
Capcom versus S.N.K 2.
We'll talk about that more in discussion topics, I guess.
Alright,
so moving on to the discussion topic of the day. Start with Ninja Gaiden or the S.N.K thing?
Let's start with the Wii U.
Is there anything else to say about the Wii U?
Hell yes. The most important thing that I'm looking forward to. GameCube Virtual Console.
GameCube Virtual Console?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because GameCube is dead now.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be
dead. Dead for as long as I can remember, so...
Yeah, but like Nintendo realizes, people still want to play the games on there, so fuck it.
A lot of people had a Wii just to play their GameCube games.
Yeah.
So you know what?
That's the reason.
It's so dead. It's so dead. GameStop won't even take GameCube or their games.
Yeah, and like apparently
they still sell them.
Yeah, which I find kind of odd.
And like apparently Nintendo's taking their whole online thing much more seriously this time around as well.
Instead of the bullshit that was Nintendo WFC before.
Yeah. Cause like they're actually planning on having like some retail games available at launch.
Nice. But yeah, I heard about that the virtual console that they're gonna that with the GameCube being dead since the GameCube was released.
What?
It's because it was a Square, dude. That's it.
The GameCube was dead the moment it was released. There were like barely any third-party games released on it.
Yeah, that was the whole.
Yeah,
that was the whole reason.
Nintendo, Zelda, or pretty much a close group of games.
Yeah, I was annoyed that I had a GameCube. I mean, I was happy that I had a game system, but it's like
people look back on it now and realize it had some of the greatest games made.
But at the time, people were getting upset because all these games were like 360 and PS2 exclusives, and we got nothing.
Still kind of pissed off about that.
About the fact that PS2.
That's because Nintendo.
No, the only reason I say it because I wanted Dust. Fucking 360.
Yeah, I'll review that game later.
It looks so fucking cool. And yet only 360 gets fuck that, man.
It looks like a GameCube game.
So,
is that all to say about the Wii U, GameCube?
Yeah, that's actually all I wanted to bring up.
Because we kind of went through everything about it they were saying earlier, and when we talked about it in episode 1.
Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to bring up: bitching, lots and lots of bitching. Pretty much being a Wii U exclusive. Everybody, we just talked about it. There's been a lot of bitching. Well, he was the one who told me because I wanted to listen to it, but oh my god, so much bitching.
Everybody's complaining that they have to buy a Wii U just to play this game.
Yes.
Well, blame Sega once again.
Blame yourself, yeah. So I don't feel like going online, maybe because my computer's all the way over there. I don't feel like going online to tell you, but apparently a guy named Maximilian has made a video about people bitching. So I'll just put that in the link at the bottom of the video.
Oh, the Assist Me guy?
Yeah. Like he basically showed how stupid some of the comments were that people were making.
Yeah, it's like,
what the hell is the point, man?
Watch.
I don't know.
Pretty much everybody who's going to be a reviewer for the game will be like 1 out of 0, or excuse me, 0 out of 1. Why? Because it's on the Wii U. Gets on the Xbox 360 or something like that. 7 billion out of 10. Best game ever.
I still find it funny that speaking of ratings, Black 2 and White 2 have gotten the top rating from or no, I think it was Black 1 and White 1 actually got the top rating from a Japanese gaming magazine called Famitsu.
Not surprised.
Getting a top rating from them is difficult.
From what, Famitsu?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Pokemon Black and White got that, so it's like I think Black 2 and White 2 also did.
How'd this get in here?
What the fuck? Is that an Angry Bird?
That was his cousin's stupid ball he was playing with.
That's just doing it in my bag.
Toss it.
Jagger,
What?
I want to join you in your shenanigans.
Shenanigans?
Yeah. I don't feel like starting a file or whatever.
The shenanigans.
What were we talking about? What else
As a random thing from what I just saw on like a 360 screen, what's this whole Dread thing? That movie.
It's
It's a
Judge-
remake of a
Judge
really
Dredd.
bad video. Well,
It's-
not bad.
No, that was actually a good movie.
It was a good movie.
I disliked it.
What
heavily.
movie? What happened?
Judge Dredd. It was
Judge
like
Dredd.
it was a Sylvester Stallone movie.
It's not the same.
Nah, they said it's still pretty good. They said it's still good though. It was a faithful remake.
I wanted to see how it turns out. As long as there's no Rob Schneider. If
That
you
was the
know,
only. Yeah, that was the only thing I was probably bad about.
Who's Rob Schneider again?
It would be better that you don't know.
He's comedy cancer.
Thank you for that.
But if you're gonna pick somebody,
Is
pick
he
somebody
Buzz-
funny.
Is he Buzz Covington?
Worse. He's the guy
Oh,
that
God.
Buzz Covington would look like. Man, dude, you're just killing the mood.
I say, who let this chop in here? He's so dreadful.
See?
He kills Buzz Covington's Buzz.
Wow.
That's saying a lot.
Go Power Rangers.
Oh wow!
Look at
I
it.
didn't know- so that's what was the premium club thing.
Yeah.
Because on Steam they said that same thing, free DLC for
Yeah.
pre-ordered the game. Wait, that's the class right there.
Nah, this is 0.
Borderlands 2 is on
Yeah,
Center.
yeah. Huh?
Assassin.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, they actually give you some.
Apparently Borderlands 2 is on Twitter.
that's pretty lit looking.
Alright.
Right, so just since my dude's too far ahead right now, I'm starting the game with you.
Right.
Alright.
So, you want to hear another
Wait,
story?
it's actually like the song that goes with
One
this.
when a very famous Pandora hanging.
Hold on a second.
Alright, so anyways, back to the discussion topics. We were about to talk about Ninja Gaiden 3. I guess we'll start with that.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, like basically it was yeah, you got press A.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
Anyways.
Oh wait, what did it say?
I don't know.
He was signed in as a guest. It just said that he wouldn't be able to save him in progress because he was signed in as a guest.
Let me fix that.
But yeah, so Tigger.
Huh?
Ninja Gaiden 3?
Yeah, basically Ninja Gaiden 3 was a disappointment.
Oh, why was that?
Because it was overall way too easy compared to like any of the other games where you only got one weapon.
An easy Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, that just isn't right. Then like basically his magic was way too overpowered. Like in the other games you had to work to get his magic. Like it just basically trashed on what made the series good from the start point.
Hey, you know what was a really good ninja game?
What?
Shinobi.
Yeah.
The guy with that for 3DS.
So, you
Welcome
want
to
to
DLC.
hear another story?
Huh?
I thought you have to click on the
One
DLC
when a
spot.
very famous
Oh.
Pandora hangs in the dark.
I didn't see it.
It's not too bad, I'm telling
There
you.
you go.
So go back and try that again.
Yeah.
Was it really that easy?
Probably. There's a little DLC spots. I'm guessing you just.
No, I'm talking about the Ninja Gaiden 3 thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even on the harder levels, it was still like really easy.
I don't even really play Ninja Gaiden like that, but still.
You saw him playing it, like, yeah.
I actually played it a bit.
Yeah.
I beat the first level.
And you beat the first one.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult, but then again, it was first level, so of course, you know. I didn't.
Alright, new game. Wait, did it activate?
Nah, that was the season pass. That was right there. I don't know if it's available yet or not.
It said it was done.
Yeah.
And this, welcome to DLC, folks.
What the fuck is this?
Let me see. Random piece of plastic?
It feels like it's part of something.
Yeah.
Do those kids stuff anything else in my bag?
Where were you?
Huh?
What kids?
Little monkeys.
Joe's house?
Joe's house.
Ah, but yeah, and then Taker was saying something about Capcom versus S.N.K. 2.
Yeah, like that apparently got released. Like people have been clamoring for a re-release forever now, but apparently it only got one in Japan for some reason.
How long has it been out in Japan?
I don't know. Apparently it just happened, but like considering like the main reason that it couldn't get released because like I'm son about Capcom and S.N.K. not wanting to release the rest to their characters for the game, but apparently why should it only get released to Japan if it's something that everybody literally wants and everybody played?
Yeah,
that's what the whole legitimate gripe for that is.
Yeah, because KO put like the whole link to this thing with
Yeah.
Maximilian trying to get support for it.
Oh, she's not available yet. All right. So I'll just have her automatically when she becomes available.
Oh, you didn't they released the character yet?
Nah, not yet.
It sounds like you doesn't even want to play
I
anymore.
thought you said I thought you said you gotta download it first.
Nah, I downloaded it already, but like she said, just said when she becomes available, I'll have her right then.
Oh. Well.
You doesn't want to play
Shut
anymore. How are the shoulder friends playing this?
They're counting us.
Huh?
What?
2 friends playing the
Anything else to talk about randomly?
Not really.
You?
No.
Nate?
Huh?
Just out of curiosity, nothing on ReDigitize? Nothing to say about that?
That wouldn't be for discussion. That would be more of a review.
Yeah, that's just you. You barely even played the damn game.
Alright, now ready. Let's do this.
No, actually, no, you just quit because you were stuck.
No, I actually, aside from that, I actually thought about the gameplay and all that, and I really didn't
You
really
know,
like
most
the
of the
gameplay
Digimon
is.
World games were like that too, right?
This is
And there's a chance that the one you're playing now is most likely like that too.
what Digimon World Dusk?
Uh-huh.
No, it is completely different from the way
No,
that game works.
Are you sure?
The virtual pet thing is not. The virtual pet system is non-existent. The Digimon don't die for no reason. They don't decide, hey, you know that work you just did? Fuck that, do it again.
Dude, you know you get to carry over the memory, right?
Well, yeah, you get stronger stats than usual, but still. The fact that I still have to re-raise my entire Digimon.
Well, you will eventually get more Digimon than yours.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, anyways, on to reviews of the day, I guess, because Taker has multiple things to review.
Yeah.
Since he plays a lot more games than we do, despite the fact that he actually has a job in college.
That's why he can play more games than we do. He can buy that shit.
Yeah, but so you think he'd have less time to do that? Is what I mean by that. Anyways, so what's your first review of the day, Taker?
I'll start with Dust since it's a smaller game. Alright, Dust is an action RPG. Like, it's sort of like, if you ever heard of games like Odin Spear or Muramasa, it's similar to those.
Yeah, I could tell by the art style.
Yeah.
I always wanted to play Muramasa Demon Blade.
Yeah, I had that.
Here.
I had that too. That was actually really good. Dust is on that game's level as well too in terms of combat system. Though it's not quite as difficult.
Cloud Scheme?
Yeah, Alright, basically the main thing about Dust is it actually has like a very good story to it. I'm hoping for a sequel because it does kind of set up for it, even though, well, I'm not going to go into that since that would spoil everything, but still. Ah, shit, I can't do this right now. No, I'm playing this.
Actually, we'll just cover this later. Like,
Yeah.
actually, if anything, just send me the review over Facebook. I'll edit this
Alright.
in.
Yeah, we could just do this. What, like when we leave or something?
I guess.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put it on pause until then. And we're back, even though you won't notice that we went anywhere thanks to the pause feature. But since Noob's the one playing, hopefully Taker will be undistracted enough to actually do his review.
We're taking a log out so I can get in. Oh wait. Shh. Let me just log in on your controller.
Yeah. So he was reviewing Dust,
Yeah, like
made
Dust-
by.
It's actually an independent developer. Like Microsoft hired the guy since the game has so much promise.
Ah.
Basically, the story goes like this warrior named Dust, like he doesn't remember anything about himself. He just wakes up he gets waken up by this living sword and this little and like this flying box bat thing named Fidget.
Fox bat thing?
Yeah, they're called Nimbats in the game. They look like a cross between a fox and a bat.
That thing.
Yeah. So basically, like the game helps you a good amount along the way. Like it's almost somewhat Metroid style as well.
Metroid style?
Somewhat.
Why did you say that?
Because like you do have to do a bit of backtracking, not majorly, but like once you get into abilities, there are certain things you can unlock, certain places you can go back to and stuff.
Ah.
Yeah, they're not necessary to advance the story most of the time. There's only a few sections where that's really necessary, like in case you had to do a side quest or something.
Ah, you bitch.
But like, yeah, overall, like the thing that's the best about it is like the combat is like really fun. It's fast, and then like he has a few combinations himself, but like the thing that stands about it is like what the abilities Fidget can learn, because like when her and Dust mix his whirlwind, her abilities, it like creates like a huge storm power. Like he gets a basic scatter shot, then he gets like a volcanic power, then he gets lightning later on in the game.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, like the story goes, Dust has amnesia. He doesn't remember anything about himself. He gets waken up by the sword and Fidget. Then he basically starts going off helping people. As you go along, like you start learning like there's this guy named General Gaius. He's basically trying to wipe out a whole race called Moonbloods. Dust sees that he has to help him just because like he's getting the feeling to be a good guy for some reason. Basically, I'm not gonna go too deep into the story, but you learn that Dust is like two different souls combined together. One a villain, one a good guy. He has the good guy. The good guy had a really big heart, but he couldn't really fight. But the villain was actually like probably the greatest warrior ever. So he has the heart of the villain with the skills. He has the heart of the hero, but the skills of the villain. That's why he's such an adept fighter.
Curious now. I mean, when you play, does that have anything to do with the one called Jin?
Yeah, Jin and Cassius.
Huh.
Yeah,
can you choose different routes throughout the game, like good or evil, or is it all? Aw,
it's not really like that.
that would have been interesting.
It could have while Dust shares their souls, he's his own person, so he's not really either one of them.
But I'm guessing that they kind of tugged him in one way or another.
Not really.
That's kind of what I got. Like they try to tug him in one way or another.
Not necessarily. But yeah. The only thing I really have a problem with the game is like the boss battles were like a little too easy. Most of them, I could beat most of them in 45 seconds. Maybe if I tried on a harder difficulty, it would be much better. But like overall, the boss fights were too easy. Then like the game itself, it's like beautiful. Like everything's hand painted. Like all the characters, all the backgrounds, everything. It's a good story. It's only $15 if you have an Xbox, have Xbox Live. It's really good. Like
yeah, the backgrounds. Like I remember Muramasa, like you said, it was similar with the art style and everything.
Yeah.
One of the boss fights is like a recreation of this one painting, the one with like the giant wave.
Yeah, I remember that. That was actually one of my favorite fights throughout that game. But like Dust Combat. Then it's like for a download title, it's actually a pretty long game too. Like I didn't even 100% it. It was like about 15 hours before I finished the game.
And you haven't 100%ed it yet?
Nah.
Wow, that's surprising considering, like I said, it's a downloadable title.
For a downloadable title, it's a pretty long game. So like it's definitely worth picking up. Like the only other problem I have is like they make Dust feel. It's like one of those games where you make the main character feel a little too strong. Like it's fun, but like Dust feels a little too overpowered at sometimes. Like he just plows and slashes through everybody like it's almost nothing most of the time.
Like when you're playing an RPG and you overgrind to the point where before you leave the first world you're like level 80.
Yeah, like it is an RPG.
Like my friend Josh. Oh god, this dude plays like Kingdom Hearts 2, grinds like level 50 before he even leaves Twilight Town. Like what the fuck, man?
Wow.
He sits there for that long grinding.
Oh my God.
Like why?
But yeah, like at least on like the early Dust doesn't really give you a need to grind. So like the level up system, especially like once you learn how to string all the combos together and everything like that. Once you figure out the combat system, because like there's literally an achievement called Combo Breaker when you reach a 1,000 hit combo.
Is that difficult at all?
Yes, it is. The most I've gotten is about 480 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Combo breaker.
That's actually like a side quest. Like the kid actually get 1,000 hit combo.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, like those are about the only two drawbacks I see with the game. Like like the boss fights and just like they make Dust feel too strong. Maybe if you play on one of the higher levels, it's not the same because I was only playing on the normal difficulty. But like, yeah.
Which class are you playing as? So I know
0.
0. Give me a good with engineer.
So overall, what's your rating system again?
The lowest is Jazz. 2 is a random sarcastic quote from Jeffrey. Neutral is I Ain't Even Mad. Number 4 is Carlton, and the top is Jump On It.
I'd give it a Carlton.
It's not unusual to be lonely. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
Like it is a really good game. It's not perfect by any means, but it's definitely worth checking out.
What kind of people do you think wouldn't be interested in the game?
If you're not really a fan of that whole type of anime style thing, then you probably wouldn't like it. And then like it is an RPG. Not everybody is into those games. And then like some people might be turned off because they want more of a challenge.
All right, so a Carlton for Dust is?
Yeah, Dust and Elysian Tale. It's exclusive for Xbox Live only.
Still sucks.
Yeah,
I think it would fit on like a Wii or something.
it might, but like Microsoft is the only one who aggressively works their arcade thing like that.
All right, so moving on from Dust.
I'll save Borderlands for last. I'll start with Darksiders 2.
All right.
This is almost somewhat like an M-rated Zelda.
Nice way to put it.
Yeah, like this was in my opinion one of the can't miss titles of the year. Like it was like a lot of fun to play through.
And when this comes from Taker, you take that shit seriously.
Yeah, like I like the first one, but my problem with it is it felt a little too God of War-ish and it felt too easy at some points. This one a lot
of games seem to have that problem these days.
Yeah,
it's either too easy or it's too hard, and nobody can play it because they're used to having their hand held throughout the entire game.
Yeah, like this game has a good balance between difficulty because I did die a lot, but it wasn't like overbearing. And then the combat it still has like a hack and slash feel to it, but it feels more like Devil May Cry as opposed to God of War. Like death feels
God of War.
Yeah, death feels more like Dante than Kratos. Like that's basically who War felt like. He felt like Kratos, where he was like just big, powerful, plotted through everything. Whereas Death is a lot more stylish. He's quicker and like nimble and has a more versatile weapon set. So he's more like Dante in a sense. And then it's a very big game too, which is about twice as big as the first one, which is saying something since the first one was a big ass game itself.
Yeah, I never really knew the storyline of Darksiders.
Okay, in Darksiders 1, basically War got tricked into starting the apocalypse early because War is the one who signifies just the apocalypse to start.
Are they gods or what are they?
They're the four horsemen of the apocalypse. They're not necessarily gods per se, but they're like they're not necessarily mortal either, and they're incredibly powerful, so they can like take on gods and angels and stuff like that.
Makes sense.
Cause like Death, man, just what he did to some of these motherfuckers in here, like he beat the shit out of. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to show you that part. That's like my favorite part throughout the game.
What?
Like it's this boss called the Willow. after you beat it, like it goes into a cutscene, like it tries to retreat back into like its well or whatever. Death just like jumps in after the damn thing. And you're just like, no, fuck that shit. Then you just hear the damn thing screaming, and then Death just crawls back out. Like, all right, that's done.
Oh God.
And it's just so fun playing this. That's just so fun, like just the concept of playing as the Grim Reaper is just like really fun itself.
I always felt that Dante's Inferno went about the wrong way, to be honest.
That game was good too. That game was good in its own right, but still.
There's not enough games where you can play as Death itself.
Yeah. Then like like Borderlands. I mean not Borderlands. Darksiders. The thing is, it does borrow a lot from a lot of other games, but that's not a bad thing either. Like Darksiders 2 borrows elements from Zelda, God of War, Prince of Persia, even Portal in some senses. Yeah, there are some decent puzzles to it as well, because like there are some things that I was stuck on forever, especially that damn maze. Fuck that.
Mazes.
Yeah, Soul Arbiter's maze, but that's going through that is definitely worth it because of the weapon you can find in there. Then like another thing, like the RPG elements weren't like undervalued in the first game, but it just felt like they could have been done better. They did them a lot better in this game. Cause like Death has a lot of powers as his disposal, and he has 3 level ups for each of them. They're like all do something different. Like my personal favorite power is like the little ghouls. He summons these little demons that are like attack for that are like I'm gonna go in and fight with you. Then if you level them, then like if you go to one of their like side powers, like they'll actually distract enemies, so the enemies will only attack them. Then you could add fire damage to them, and then like you could add then finally you could add they explode when they die. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Then he has like then like his other minions are like the murderer crows. They like do ice damage, and they'll still help for you.
Woo, ice damage. I like ice.
Yeah, but that's just those are just a couple of examples of Death's powers.
Do you get to play as any of the others, or?
Huh?
Do you get to play as any other people, or is it just Death?
Nah, it's just Death in this one. In the third one, like if they said, well, the third one is pretty much a given because they said a third game will be made if this one sells enough, which is pretty much a given since considering like.
So I assume that they're. I mean, maybe I'm going too far with this, but it sounds like they might have 4 games, one for each horseman.
Maybe, but like yeah.
Kind of sounds like that because you played a different one in the first game, right?
Yeah, you played as War in the first one, and like this one actually runs parallel to the second one. Yeah.
But yeah, sounds like they're gonna come up with 4 games, one for each horseman.
Yeah. Like the story to Darksiders 2, it ain't too bad, but it's not necessarily right. It's not exactly like the biggest selling point of the game. Then like, but like either way, just playing as Death himself is a fun. Is just a fucking.
Is a fun.
Yeah. Then like one thing they fixed about the combat, like in the first one, it relied too much on instant kills. Like on this one, instant kills only pop up seldomly, so you have to focus more on like Death's evasion and like.
So you actually have to fight.
Yeah.
Instead of just run and press a button. Okay.
You have to like fight and set up. You have to fight and use Death's powers at your all the powers he has at his disposal, which is a lot. Then like in case you want to like customize them differently to play through your play style, you can like buy these things so you can reset your whole skill tree.
I think games that do that.
Yeah. Overall, the game took me about 31 hours to complete, so it is a decent late, and that's not even counting all. That's like I didn't even finish all the side quests. I say overall the game is about 40 something hours if you do go through all the side quests and do everything.
And considering that you're not going to be playing this game consecutively for that long, most likely, unless you're one of those no-lifer peoples.
You can no-life this game if you want to, but still.
But yeah, considering you're probably not going to be doing all this consecutively, that is a pretty good.
Yeah, there is like a new game plus option that will unlock like the hardest difficulty level, which I think is called Nightmare. I haven't even tried that yet, but like I am going to try it because I tried it in the first one. That did like it was hard, but it wasn't bullshit hard.
Bullshit hard.
Yeah. So like it was basically how good you are at the game, how good you are at dodging with Death, like timing his combos and everything. Because even on a normal difficulty, if you just go in there try and charge, like, oh, I'm going to just go in and beat his ass, like, you're going to get your ass kicked.
Fuck.
Then, like, there's a diverse type of enemies, too, ranging from, like, tiny to just plain gigantic.
Colossus.
So, overall, I give Dark like the graphics to it are good because like it has a unique art style to it as well.
So any real problems to it?
Not necessarily. They could have did better with the bosses, but overall, like I don't have any problems to say with this game at all. Like there's like a loop system to it as well, which is also a big feature like that Sunday didn't have in the first one. Basically, like Death will find different weapons as he goes around. Some of these you find by doing certain side quests. Like there's this side quest where you have to like kill these 4 different monsters, and each monster will give you a different weapon. Like you get a hammer from the rock beast, you get these gauntlets from the fire bat or something like that, or was it a scythe? I can't remember.
Fire bat.
Yeah, it was like this fire bat thing. That thing was a pain in the ass too. Matter of fact, that was one of I wish they would have made more bosses like that because he was one of the more challenging ones. It's like, okay, this is the only problem. Like the final boss was way too easy.
What?
As opposed to like the other game, even though the bosses felt somewhat generic, like they followed the generic hack and slash mode. They weren't necessarily overly easy. The final boss was probably among the easiest bosses in the game. I hate to say.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good game. And then the side quests, they aren't just like, oh, go fetch this or whatever. They actually have like their own branching story off of it.
Hate fetch quests.
Yeah, they weren't like necessarily fetch quests. Like they usually involve like mainly killing something or doing something for somebody. Like you have to like the whole Soul Arbiter's Maze quest. That's like probably the longest side quest in the game. It took me hours to complete that. Oh boy, I don't even know if I want to do it. I don't even know if I want to do it when I do my next playthrough. But
do that on nightmare level.
Fuck that.
Have fun.
Fuck that, cause like the deeper you go into the maze, the stronger the enemies get. Fuck that shit. Then the Soul Arbiter himself was kind of a pain in the ass. But overall, I give this game I should give it a jump on it. I highly recommend this game.
If you have a 360 exclusive?
360 and PS3.
If you have a 360 or PS3,
go get Darksiders 2.
Jump on it. And your other review was going to be
Borderlands 2.
No.
I guess we should move on to my couple reviews before we get to yours.
Yeah, go ahead.
First, the joint review with Felix, since this is the only game I've played that he's also played, is a game called Digimon. I don't think it's Digimon. It's a Digimon World game.
Digimon World ReDigitize.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Digimon Story ReDigitize. It's only Japan. They call it Digimon Story in Japan.
I don't know why they do.
Digimon Story ReDigitize, which is the first Digimon World game or Digimon Story game. Well, actually, it's the first Digimon game for the PSP in general. But
it's the only one I really know of.
It's the first one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But Digimon Story games have been getting released in Japan for a while now. Actually, we stopped getting games at Dusk and Dawn for the DS. So yeah, there's that bullshit. But yeah, they got Lost Evolution, a Cross Wars game, and now ReDigitize. There's also a bunch of other games, like they've got MMOs and shit in Japan.
Yeah.
So ReDigitize is, I can't even tell you what the storyline is. I don't even know.
Unfortunately, neither one of us knows the storyline just because of the fact that the one I have is like majorly Japanese.
Yeah, it's only been released in Japan, and seeing as while the PSP still seems to be getting game releases in Japan, it's dead for us. Unless we get a Vita port.
I highly doubt it. I would like to see it.
I think they did that with some games, where a game released for an older console was ported to the newer console for America. I don't know any specific examples, but I'm pretty sure they might have done that. So yeah, the ROM he has is nowhere near English.
It's not 100% patched, only like partially. So.
It's barely 5% patched. It's Digimon names and item names. That's it.
And the menu stuff.
Oh yeah, that. That's like what 10%.
I don't. And apparently it's supposed to be another patch coming out. It's supposed to be completely 100%. I'm still waiting on it.
Because the game has been out since like June, so.
I can honestly say I can't really enjoy a game if I can't enjoy the story. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the game actually plays okay for me anyway. But I don't know what the fuck is going on.
It's like when I started my Black Sheep Nuzlocke run with my Japanese ROM. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, so I'm just gonna go catch a Pokemon. So welcome to Nate bitches about ReDigitize because he doesn't like it.
Whatever.
I mean.
Wait, no. Actually, I find this odd that you don't like it.
That's how you know there's something wrong with it. When I don't like something from Digimon, you know there's something wrong there.
Back off.
Like the main problem for me is the actual gameplay itself. I can't grab about the story because I don't know what the fuck it is. But I don't know. It's the fact that it plays like the old V-Pet styles. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna make a virtual pet game, you might as well just take out everything else that isn't virtual pet related. No fighting, no storyline, just here, raise this pet, like Nintendogs or something. That's a virtual pet game that's actually on a legitimate game system instead of its own thing. But they don't give you like a bullshit storyline or anything. It's just here's a puppy, have fun. I don't think it ever grows up. It just stays a puppy. I still question why the 3DS ones have cats in them. I still question why the 3DS ones have cats, though.
Wait, no, never mind.
Nintendogs and cats. Like, what? Why can't you just make Nintendo-cats?
Nintendo-cats?
Although that doesn't really... Huh?
Cat-tendo.
Yeah, that actually flows a bit better than Nintendo-cats. I guess... But anyways... Like... I don't know. To me, it's annoying to be in the middle of trying to raise my Digimon and then have to stop and take them to the bathroom.
No. I actually understand. I
don't know about you, but if I was playing Final Fantasy and I had to stop in the middle of my grinding to tell Vaughn to go to the bathroom, I'd be pretty upset. Just saying. And the fact that most of your money and the thing is that they took out one of the main in my opinion, even though this is an RPG, they took out one of the main elements of RPG. In my opinion, enemies. In my opinion, they're basically useless.
Enemies?
The enemies, the other Digimon that you fight in this game, are almost completely useless unless it's story related. There's no reason to fight them because you're mostly gonna be focusing on one or two main stats. So training in the gym is more useful to you.
Even though they have a bigger chance of getting tired at the gym, and that's a big problem, actually.
You take them to Angemon and come back and...
Either that or just go to Gigi Moun's house and talk to that bottom line.
Yeah, either way. And since there's no actual level up or experience system, it's just...
The only level up thing you get is when it digivolves.
That's it. So, and all the enemies are good for is getting money.
Well, getting money, getting items, and increasing the stats. That's about it.
But I prefer to use the gym for stats since it gives you a better stat boost.
Still, actually, fighting enemies actually helps with certain Digivolutions too. Like
well, I guess if you're trying to keep things balanced, that's about it. But I choose to go for more for the... And that's another thing that bothers me. The fact that the way the Digivolutions work, how you have to keep all these certain stats, and if you don't do it perfectly, you're gonna fuck up and get something that you don't want. I sat there for 15 minutes trying to get a Growlmon instead of a Bergermon or something.
Yeah, you were trying to get Growl.
No, I was trying to get Geo Greymon from Geomon. I kept digivolving into Bergermon.
Geo Greymon?
He digivolved into that in that game.
That's fucking weird.
I was trying to get Geo Greymon, but it kept giving me Bergermon, so I said fuck it. And then since you can't reset your Digimon, you have to go out of your way to get it killed.
Dude, you could have just went on with it.
I didn't want it.
You didn't even want the memory?
No, I really didn't. I said fuck it. I don't want this thing. I don't want it at all.
No. Tell them about your first time.
Oh yeah, I got a Numamon because my Digimon decided to poop on the floor because I didn't get to the bathroom fast enough, so it turned into a Numamon. So I killed that too.
You let the curse meter rise too high, man.
It rose once.
Wait, how many times did you fail to take it to the bathroom?
Once.
I think it was more than once. Your Digimon pooped in more than one place.
This was after that. This was later.
Don't you talk to me.
And actually, it's not even about the poop meter. It's if your Digimon doesn't meet any of the other requirements.
Numamon.
Yeah. It's only Sukamon, and if your poop meter comes to max. I tried using it for a while, but it was a piece of shit. Ironically enough. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. Went and got it killed. Started over again. I finally just decided to go with Galgamon because you just have to raise high speed for that. So it's like, yeah. And then there's the fact that there's a death system. Why the hell would you make an RPG game in which you quite literally kill your character?
You mean kill your Digimon in this case?
Yes, it's your character. You're not playing as the other kid. You're barely playing as the other kid.
Well, you're barely playing as the damn Digimon, dude.
Oh yeah, you get like no control over what the Digimon does in battle, which is even more bullshit.
You have to tell them what to do, actually. No, normally they'll just keep running around and attacking the enemy, yes. But you actually have to tell them what to do. Like, you want them, well, later in the game when it, like, as it gets stronger and whatnot, more commands start to appear, too.
Okay. But I don't know, the battle system seems really weird to me.
Oh, yeah, and you can at least tell it to defend, too. It can fucking block.
I don't use block anyway, so.
God, you're worse than my freaking cousin.
I don't.
And he plays fighting games.
I don't block when I play fighting games either. What's this defense? The fuck is that?
And this is why you die. Oh, come on. Anything else?
Just the fact that they have to insert the VPET system into an RPG game just really annoys the hell out of me.
Okay, to be honest, the only thing I don't like is kind of that, and it kind of seems awkward to have my magnet engine on, and later on, he needs to poop. What the fuck? This is during training.
Everybody poops. Just give him that book. Maybe he'll learn how to do it by himself.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
like-
I can't get Seraphimon yet.
Freaking
Why?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that is kind of another odd feature about the game.
What?
You kind of have to defeat certain Digimon to get that certain Digivolution.
Oh, that's lovely.
Like, for example, if I want War Greymon eventually, I have to beat Ty's War Greymon.
Like, I mean, this
yeah,
game
I forgot-
over here has bullshit requirements, which I will talk about later, but
Oh, yeah,
still.
we forgot to mention that some of the characters from the anime actually appear in this game as well.
Yeah, except for Crosswords, hopefully.
No crosswords. No
Thank
crosswords.
God.
Thank goodness. Yeah, well, I think it's only Ty, Sora, Matt, and I think just Takato. I think that's all who appeared. I'm not really sure.
Well, nobody likes the Digi Brigade. The only part I liked about them was Vmon. And even to get the Veedramon line, so fuck that.
Oh wait, I just realized.
What, the Digi Brigade?
No. Besides that, what really kind of ticks me off.
Who do I shoot? Shoot them both.
What, in the game at all?
You can't.
Back off.
I don't think there's any. Then I'm not really sure, but I don't think there's any way to get freaking.
Not a problem with me, son.
Wait, what
Not a
is
problem with me.
What
Too
is it
bad.
before he's Demi Vimon?
Chibomon.
Yeah, you can't get that. And whatever.
This game is a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit.
I know I am.
Yeah, wrong PSP.
That game is a piece of shit.
Again, it's not in this.
I don't give a fuck. I don't.
He just doesn't like the whole VPET system. He doesn't like some of the features of the game. I don't know what else there is.
I'm so stuck on death. Why would you let their character die? I understand giving you the choice to regenerate or whatever your Digimon so that they start so that you can choose to start them over. But to force, I don't know about you, but I get kind of annoyed when I'm playing a game and every few hours my character dies and I have to start over again. How would you feel if you were playing Final Fantasy VII and every few hours your team members just got reset to level 1 for no reason? Just in the middle of you walking through the game, just do it again. Yeah, you have stronger stats, but still, do it again. Everything you just did.
Well, actually,
all that grinding, do it again.
Actually, it's kind of like the whole reincarnation thing from Disgaea.
Well, yeah, but at least you got a choice.
Yeah, that's a choice.
I don't like being told that you have to do this.
You should eventually get more Digimon.
Still. I'd rather not just go through all the work of getting an Omnimon and then 5 hours later, oh, your Omnimon's dead, start over again. Well, what the fuck was the point? The entire game is counteractive in itself.
How it went for Cha-Chan. Her Omnimon died eventually.
And the fact that even if you do decide to fight enemies, and the thing is, feeding your Digimon becomes more important than getting HP items. In my opinion, you need to buy meat more than you need to buy HP items. Because all the goddamn Digimon run away from you.
Wait, what?
The Digimon will run away from you if you're too strong for them.
Oh, that
if you're a champion and they're a rookie, they'll run away from you.
No, that is definitely not true.
Last time whenever I had a champion, all the rookies ran away from me.
No, sometimes the rookies will actually run up on you and fight you.
But I never had that happen.
You haven't been around Psychmon.
Well, they're psycho, so. Yes, that was a joke.
Oh, psychos.
Like,
I'm afraid of you or your ice. Nope. Nope. Bring it. Ouch.
So it's like
you can move. You can move.
The entire game is counteractive within itself.
Nailed it.
And the fact that Digimon tend to aside from like a few specific ones, Digimon tend to the Digimon tend to run away from you. You're quite literally running around from point A to point B with no interference.
Not always. Most of the time, but not always.
Aside from like a few specific instances, it's like what I'm getting from this is I'm playing a VPEG game. I don't want to play a VPEG game. I want to play an RPG where I get to kill other Digimon. I do not feel like I'm doing that in this game. I don't want to have to take my Digimon to the bathroom. I don't want to have to stop my training every 5 minutes because my damn Digimon needs to eat.
Well, dude,
I'd rather kill a Digimon to level up than have to sit there and split a log in half for half an hour. I'd rather not spend 5 hours to get my Digimon to mega level just for it to die 2 hours later.
Dude, wait. There's actually a way you can solve that. Now, of course, every Digimon will eventually die. But apparently, according to a friend of mine, if you fill up these the 2 bars in the lower right corner of the screen, if you get them at full level, your Digimon will actually live a lot longer. Like,
I want them to be immortal. That's the point. I don't give a fuck that.
No Digimon is immortal, dude. You should know that.
As far as this game is concerned, and every other Digimon game I've played, the Digimon are immortal.
Because they're data.
I mean, there you go. I mean, they do die, but then they just reformat back into a Digi-Egg. Unless you absorb it, which is actually good if you know.
There's the same thing there, man.
I mean, even in Digimon World Champion.